Alright, what's good, YouTube? Today I have 1993 here with another deck profile. I just picked up these cards tonight, actually. And I've always wanted to make this Dragunity deck, so I'm not using any of the OCG cards. I know we're getting the Dragunity Structure deck on March 7th, I think it is. But that's still for quite a ways away, and I kind of wanted to see how good this deck could be before all that stuff. To me, this deck feels a lot like Scraps did when Duelist Genesis came out. I built them knowing that their better cards hadn't yet come out, but figured I could still make a good deck with what I had, and sure enough, I did. So, thinking maybe the same can be true with Dragunities. This deck feels a lot like Scraps, but without further ado, here we go. We'll get going. There's 3 Dragunity ducks. I can explain all these after I go through the list. So 3 ducks, 3 Legionnaire, 3 Phalanx, 3 Tribus, 2 Dark Sphere, 3 Raikou, and Sangan. For traps we have 3 Icarus stack, 2 Bottomless, Torrential, 2 Solemn Warning, 1 Solemn Judgment. For spells we have the 1 Proxy in the deck, cards for consonants, but there's 2 of them. Like I said, this is proxy for it. 2 Gold Snark, 1 Duality, 1 Foolish, 1 Avarice, then 1 Cold Wave, and Staples, True Nade, Double NST, Dark Hole Monster Reborn. Ooh, sorry about that. Okay, so some of the choices, Ducks should be pretty obvious. He's the Debris Dragon, sort of, in the deck. Legionnaire and Phalanx should be obvious. They're in every Dragunity deck. What a lot of people don't really seem to be talking about that much, and I'm actually kind of surprised, is the combo that attracted me to building the deck, which is one thing I've noticed with Plant Synchro and Quick Draw, the reason they do so well is mostly from what I've seen because of the Debris Dragon, and Debris Dragon's ability to go into level 8s when you already have a token on the field. Well, what a lot of people don't seem to realize is that 1 Ducks with a Phalanx in the graveyard is a level 8 Synchro monster. Because in case you don't know, Ducks, when he's normal summoned, special summons a Dragunity tuner from your graveyard. Phalanx, or it doesn't summon it, it equips it to him. Phalanx, if he's equipped, can special summon himself. So, if you have Phalanx in the graveyard, you normal summon Ducks, equip Phalanx, de-equip, and you've got a level 6 Synchro right there. Now, probably my favorite Synchro is Variana. What he does is when he's Synchro summoned, he equips himself with a Dragunity, like Ducks does when he's normal summoned. So what you do is then equip Phalanx to Variana, special Phalanx, and now you've got your level 8 Synchro. Once some of the OCG support comes out, there's a level 8 Synchro that can equip Phalanx from the graveyard, and there's your Trident Dragon right there. 1 card Trident Dragon with Ducks on the Ducks in hand and Phalanx in the grave. But again, anyone who's been looking at this Dragunity stuff knows that combo, or should know that combo anyway. But from what I've seen, the few videos I've seen on YouTube seem to want to use Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, that whole route, more, which I don't really understand, because I think Ducks into level 8 Synchros is good enough by itself. Probably one of the offbeat choices of the deck is 3 Tribus. What Tribus does is when he's normal summoned or special summoned, you can send a Dragunity tuner from your deck to the graveyard. That's Phalanx, most importantly. Between Phalanx and Legionnaire, most of your combos don't go off unless you have Phalanx or maybe Dark Sphere in the graveyard, so that's why I like Tribus. Tribus does only have 500 attack, but the 3 Icarus attacks, again, that's why I run 3 instead of a lot of people using 2, 1, maybe not even any, in their Dragunity decks. But I prefer 3 simply for Tribus. Dark Sphere is another kind of unpopular choice, but it's really trying to work with what we've got now. But Dark Sphere is good for bringing mostly Ducks back. I guess you can bring back Legionnaire too, but definitely not a bad card. Also, it should be noted, since Legionnaire, you're probably going to use this effect to destroy the equipped card to destroy the monster. When he's summoned, you can equip Dark Sphere and just destroy that. Because it really doesn't matter with Legionnaire. Where it goes is to get those phalanxes in the graveyard faster. Those Dark Spheres in the graveyard faster. Overall destruction, just mill the deck. And Sangan can search out Legionnaire and Ducks, most importantly Ducks. So that's why he's in there. Trap lineup is pretty self-explanatory. 2 cards of Constants is a good amount because we've got 5 Dragon Tuners to work with. As far as 2 Gold Sarcophagus and 1 Pot of Duality, the deck does special summon almost every turn. That's why I went with this particular combination. I might dump a Sarco or something else for a second Pot of Duality, but right now I just like this matchup just fine. You'll usually want to search Ducks with Gold Sarcophagus. Otherwise, the rest of the spell lineup is pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, I don't really like Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon in this deck because, like, honestly, what are you gonna bring back? Phalanx? But then a lot of people try to put stuff like Prime Material Dragon in, and I just don't think it works that much. I think the deck honestly does run a bit like Plant Synchro in its ability to get synchros off of one card, that one card being Ducks. The only difference is instead of Black Rose access with Debris into Dandy, you have Variana access. Now, like I said, I haven't seen a lot of builds, particularly on YouTube, utilize Variana. I think you need to use 2, if not 3. I want to try to get a 3rd one for the extra deck. So I also still need a Trident Dragon, so I'll be picking that up. But yeah, for the extra deck, besides the standard stuff, I'd recommend at least 2, if not 3 of these. 1 Trident Dragon, which I don't have right now. One of these Gay Bolgs. He's not that great. Basically, you remove Wing Beast in your graveyard, and it gains its attack. You can use it during your opponent's turn, like Honest or Colute. So he's got 2,000 attack. So he's alright. You can Ducks into Phalanx, bring him out, and then remove the Ducks, put him up to 35. So if you're trying to get over a big monster, it's not a bad idea, but Scrap Dragon or another level 8 Synchro is still probably a better idea. And then the final card I'm still missing is a secret rare from Star Strike Blast. It's a Dragunity Knight Gay Drag, I think. Gaedrag. I think. It's another level 6 Synchro. Its effect is once per turn, you can add a level 4 lower Wing Beast or Dragon, but then you have to discard a Wing Beast or a Dragon. So if you're already holding Phalanx, for example, you could activate its effect, discard Phalanx, search a Ducks, discard Phalanx, or you can just straight up search Phalanx, discard Phalanx. But if you already have the ability to put out a level 6 Synchro, you're probably good to go anyway. And so that's really all I've got to say for the deck. I'll try to get a duel with it up later this week when I get the chance. But otherwise, this has been my Dragunity deck. This is the other half 1993. Peace out, guys.